Hi y'all, we're back at Black Art in America, and today we're talking about fine art alternatives. So if you're operating on a limited budget but still want to start your art collection, we suggest starting at prints. Prints are an accessible way to start collecting work that could potentially increase in value over time. And while prints provide an accessible way to collect legacy artists' work, it also allows you to follow emerging artists throughout their careers as their work also increases in value. When we're talking prints, it's important to talk about the two distinguishable types of prints. The first are reproductions. These are based off of an original piece of work that could be a painting or a photograph, and they are reproduced and printed. Usually they're printed on archival or premium grade paper with an inkjet printer, but they still are reproductions of an original piece of work. The second type of print is a print made through a printmaking process. So linocut, lithograph, etching, screen print, those types of processes produce a print, which is the original work of art itself. So even though there is an edition size of the said print, the print itself is still the original piece of work. So these are the two different types of prints that we have. When looking at prints and the way that they can increase in value over time, I wanted to specifically talk about Carrie James Marshall's work, Keeping the Culture. I have it here behind me, but I'm also going to put an image here. So Keeping the Culture was created in 2011, and it was originally sold at around $800. Now, records and auction records now show that the piece is sold closer around to $20,000. So you can see that since 2011, the print itself has increased in tremendous value. It was originally accessible, a lot more accessible at $800, and is now sold to closer to $20,000. When considering continuing or building your collection with prints, there are certain aspects of the prints that you want to look at that determine the value and whether they'll grow in value over time. So the first aspect we'll look at is process in itself. So prints made from a printmaking process that is very detailed and very complex are most of the time valued higher. Because of the manual labor that goes into the process of printmaking, most of the time those prints are going to be a little bit more expensive, a little bit more valuable than, say, a reproduction print. Not saying that reproduction prints aren't of value, just saying that the process in which it takes to make an original fine art print is seen to be a little bit more valuable than the process of printing from an original work. Another aspect of prints we like to look at is edition size. So the smaller the edition, the more scarce the print is itself, the more valuable it's going to be, and the more value it'll hold over time. So if the edition is maybe over 200, we consider that not a limited edition anymore, lesser in value, and won't grow in value as much as, say, an edition of 5 or an edition of 10. So when you're considering buying these prints, definitely consider looking at the edition size and determining if that is important to you, if you would prefer something in a lower edition versus a higher edition. Higher editions, again, are going to be more accessible to you, but then again might not increase in value as much as a lower edition. The third aspect that we're going to look at today is signature of the print itself. So if the print has the signature of the artist, it could potentially be 10 times more valuable than a print that is unsigned. So it's important when you're buying prints and looking at prints, first that everything is written in pencil, but that there is an artist's signature on the front or the back of it, as well as the edition size. The signature, of course, serves as an authentication of the print itself and is very important to the value of that work. These are just a couple aspects you want to look at when starting your print collection. I hope this was helpful. If you visit our website at blackartinamerica.com, there is a beautiful article by Shantae Robinson that kind of talks a little bit more in depth about starting your fine art alternative collection, your print collection. So I recommend you take a look at that as well. Thank you so much.